Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another best card loadout video. Today it's going to be for RAUM. Alright, you guys, jumping right into this best card loadout. We have these 5 cards here. I've been through quite a bit of decks. I've tested them out. I'm level 9 with RAUM. I've been doing nothing but just trial and error with him since he first came out. But hopping right into it, we're going to hop in with Harbinger. It is reduce the cooldown of Juggernaut by 2 seconds after activating Soul Harvest. With RAUM, using Juggernaut is probably right next to Ignition the most vital resource you have with him. Juggernaut allows you to hop out of situations if you're stuck on mid and siege, or get out of sticky situations and say, you know, maybe you're just playing a TDM and you want to take on the team by yourself. It's very helpful. So being able to use Soul Harvest, which in return will allow you to lower the cooldown duration of Juggernaut, is very helpful. As you can see, I put Harbinger to 2 points. 2 seconds seem like enough. When you use Soul Harvest, you're not really going to be worrying about Juggernaut as much, because directly after you use Soul Harvest, you should have the health and maybe a healer is healing you to do that extra damage until Juggernaut cools down completely. That 2 seconds is just to aid you a little bit. Alright, moving on to Desperation. Gain a 1250 health shield for 3 seconds after dropping 2 or below 30% health. Now, I gave Desperation 5 points because 1250 health, that is a lot of health to take off from somebody. Even if you're a damage or a heavy hitting flank, 1250 health is going to be a lot to take off. You got to really focus on them, especially if RAUM activates Soul Harvest right when he gets this 1250 shield. It brings him basically right up back to full health. Alright, moving on to Apocalypse. Heal for 300 for each champion hit by Juggernaut. I don't know if you guys using RAUM have the ability to hit a lot of people, but when I use him, I tend to aim for the larger groups of people, and if I see them lined up, it's like the same thing if you're using Genos and you want to use his ultimate. If you see that large group, activate Juggernaut, and it'll allow you to heal as well. That's why I put it to 2 points, 300 health for each champion. If you could hit 3 of them, that's 900 health right there. And well, if you run the proper card, you will gain 75% damage reduction while in Juggernaut. Now moving on to Triumphant Ascension. Heal for 300 after activating Soul Harvest. Now you can see in this loadout, we are starting to transition into the healing. Obviously Desperation was a health shield, but these two are to give you entirely base health, nothing to do with the shield or anything like that. Soul Harvest, we use it a lot in those times of desperate measures. Obviously 300 health, not that much for a frontline, but the other selections of cards that I had, this one seemed like it made the most sense. The other ones just kind of were a waste of points. It can be fluctuated depending on how much you think you need that health by activating Soul Harvest. But if you combine this card like with Apocalypse, where you can heal for 300 health by hitting champions with Juggernaut, and then heal for 300 health when activating Soul Harvest, if you have a decent healer on you as well, that 300 health is a lot larger than you think in your head. Alright, you guys, moving on to the last and final card, Void Lord. Reduce your damage taken by 15% for 3 seconds after activating Soul Harvest. So, as you can see with this card and Triumphant Ascension combined together, it's designed strictly around Soul Harvest. So when you get that 300 health from Triumphant Ascension, you get that 15% damage reduction as well. Now, this is another card for the 15% damage reduction for 3 seconds. You can fluctuate the points depending on your playstyle. If you feel like you need this one, you can put it at that. I recommend it because 15% seems like a very good place to keep it at. If you go any lower, it's kind of useless. There's not really any use to have, you know, 5, 10%. 15% seems like it works, and it's for 3 seconds. You know how long 3 seconds is in this game, especially if you're in mid and maybe you're the last one there, or it's just, you know, right off the bat, right at the starting of the round. It's just a beastly loadout. It's compensating for RAUM not having movement speed when firing his weapon. Alright you guys, moving on to RAUM's talent. We have Enforcer, Earth Splitter, and Subservience. Now Enforcer is reduce your damage taken by 75% while using Juggernaut. Personally, I use this one. It's the most logical. If you pair it with that one card that gives you 300 health when hitting champions during Juggernaut, that 75% damage reduction is going to allow you to conserve that 300 health you get for each champion hit. Otherwise, it just kind of cancels out that card. If you're going to be taking a ton of damage in Juggernaut and getting health while hitting champions, it's useless to even be going into Juggernaut in the first place. Now moving on to Earth Splitter, we have increase your ultimate charge rate by 60%. RAUM has a very good ultimate. It charges up pretty quickly and it does a lot of damage. It stuns the enemies, they can't move. It's very, very good. If you find yourself using his ultimate quite a bit and more than often, you could go with this one. Now moving on to the last talent, we have Subservience. Allies in a 40 unit radius around you heal 100 health with each soul harvested. Alright you guys, that's going to sum up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back with probably some more Call of Duty content after this, and then obviously back on Paladins. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please like it, subscribe, all that stuff. We are still very much trying to grow this channel as much as possible. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next one.